you guys? Gold Pony here today in the 2018 Ford Raptor, courtesy of Bob Ruth Ford in Dillsburg, PA. Super excited to be in this beast today, so as always, let's start with pricing. So to start the 2018 Raptor, we'll start at $50,020, but so then powering the beast is going to be a 3.5 liter EcoBoost V6, putting out 450 horsepower at 5,000 RPM and 510 pound-feet of torque, available at 3,500 RPM. Power is going to be sent to all four wheels through Ford's four-wheel drive system, and that power is going to be sent to the ground through a 10-speed automatic with magnesium paddle shifters, which of course we will be testing out in a little bit there. But 0 to 60 time on this one, on this truck, might I add you, is going to come in at right around 5.1 to 5.3 seconds. That's just crazy for a truck of this size. And MPG numbers come in at 15 in the city, 18 on the highway, and this one does come with the capless fuel filler as well, so you don't have that dangling gas cap scratching up the paint or anything like that. But so since I just mentioned all the power numbers, let's do a quick little acceleration here. I'm going to put it in manual shift mode, which to do, simply slide the shifter all the way to the back, but that is going to allow you full control over the shifting without the Raptor shifting for you. So let's give it a shot here and see how quickly these paddle shifters react for us here. This is insane. I would dare even say faster than the new Mustang GT. And I remember this one from last year. The paddle shifters were quick last year. They are just as quick this year. And they are magnesium as well, so a much higher quality than, let's say, the Mustang GT, who uses plastic paddle shifters. So that is interesting, really, the way the Ford has set that one up there. But so then, in addition to that crazy acceleration, there are actually several different drive modes available for the Raptor. And I had put it in sport mode during that acceleration, but there is also normal, weather, mud and sand, Baja, and rock crawl modes as well. So that is because just things like the throttle response, the shift points, and the traction management systems, of course, because if you put it in, let's say, Baja mode, that's going to send a lot of the power to the rear wheels, whereas if you put it in weather mode, that's going to be more of a 50-50 split between the front and rear axles. So definitely like that you can adjust the traction management system there. But since I mentioned weather mode on this freezing cold snowy day here in Pennsylvania, when it comes to the off-road capabilities, there are 3-inch Fox Racing shocks that come standard on the Raptor. Of course, that delivers 13 inches of front and 14 inches of rear suspension travel, and at a standstill, that front ground clearance is going to come in at 11.5 inches, and there is an independent front suspension and an electronic locking rear differential as well, if you go with the optional 4.10 rear axle at least. And as far as the steering feel goes, I always like to mention this, it is not as heavy of a steering feel as, let's say, the Mustang GT, but it is definitely a heavier steering feel for a truck, I will say that. So I do like it in this one, and I love the bolsters on the steering wheel as well. Definitely thicker grips. And then when it comes to visibility, this is a truck. I have absolutely no issues with visibility. I can see perfectly fine out the back, so definitely on point for the Ford Raptor there as well. And so, but enough of the driving dynamics, you guys. Let's check out the exterior of the new 2018 Ford Raptor, because there have been some changes for 2018. And so I first did want to start with, there are a couple new colors actually for 2018 on the Raptor, including Lead Foot, which is a dark grayish, and then there is Race Red, which you guys will recognize because that has been used on the Mustang for quite a while now. But anyways, up front there is that unique front grille with the Ford lettering on the Raptor. To the sides there are quad beam LED headlights with LED daytime running lights and the automatic feature as well, meaning when it starts to get dark out, those headlights will turn on automatically for you there. Also, there is going to be amber lighting within that front grille, definitely specific to the Raptor, and I'm a huge fan of that setup up there. Just below, there are heavy-duty front skid plates, also air extractors if you look up on the hood, helping the engine stay cool on those hot days. Making our way to the side, there are power adjustable body colored side mirrors with integrated turn signals, and looking back down, there are cast aluminum running boards. Definitely look very heavy duty and definitely right on point on the Ford Raptor. Also up front, there are flared front fenders with air extractors as well, and looking down, when it comes to the wheel setup, the standard setup is going to be the 17 by 8.5 inch wheel design with R17 BF Goodrich all-terrain tires. And I do want to also mention an optional package, because of course this one does have it today. That Raptor logo you're looking at near the back there, that's going to come with the exterior graphics package. That's going to add an additional $1,075 if you were interested. But then making your way to the back, there is a revised tailgate design for 2018, including the Ford lettering back there, also revised taillights as well for 2018. That was new on the standard F150s, of course they brought it over to the Raptor as well. And when it comes to those taillights, they of course are LED taillights. And looking down, there is a towing package that comes standard with the Raptor. And if you were looking for those towing numbers, that is going to tow up to 6,000 pounds if you go with the Super Cab, or up to 8,000 pounds if you go with the Super Crew Cab like I have today. But then just below it all, you guys know what is coming next. There are dual exhaust outlets, so as always, you guys, here is that exhaust clip. Now, since we are around back, at first I want to mention there is a cargo lamp back there with an integrated high mount stop lamp as well. Also looking down, there are 2 rear hooks within that rear bumper as well if you needed them. In addition, there are 4 cargo box tie down hooks as expected on a truck. There is a tailgate step with a tailgate lift assist available. This is an added option that goes for $375, but definitely makes climbing into the bed of the truck so much more easier if you wanted that option there. Also, another option I wanted to mention, because I'm a fan of LEDs, is there is LED box lighting available for $125. And when it comes to the bed liners, again, they're optional. You can get the spray-in bed liner or the drop-in bed liner if you wanted to spec it that way. Then make your way to the rear seats. At first, I want to mention they are 60/40 flip-up bench seats, which means if they are not in use, those seats can fold up, giving you quite a bit of extra space to put whatever it is back there that you need. And then checking out the rear legroom there, that comes in at 33.5 inches for the Super Cab and 43.6 inches for the Super Crew Cab. There are second row heated seats available then for $125, another option if you wanted it. And this one does come standard with a fold down rear armrest with cup holders, and there are plenty of power hookups back there as well. And then make your way to the front seats. Up front there is the 8-way power adjustable driver's seat with power lumbar. They do come standard with the cloth finish, but leather seats are optional with the 801A package, which goes for $3,280. But that package is going to give you 10-way power adjustable seats, and they are going to be heated and ventilated as well. And there's a couple other things included in that package, but I'll save that for later. Looking forward at the steering wheel, it is tilt and telescoping, it is 4-spoke leather wrapped, and of course you got the red accent at the top of the steering wheel, so it definitely looks good there. And when it comes to the startup, check out this Raptor key, you guys. It actually says Raptor on the one side. I do not remember seeing that last year, so that's kind of cool. But anyways, flipping it over, you have lock, unlock. There is that optional power rear lift gate there, and that ×2 button is going to be your remote start as well for starting it up on freezing cold days in Pennsylvania like today. But once started up, you are going to get greeted by that built Ford Tough logo on the digital display front and center. Tachometer is going to be on your left, then speedometer is on your right. And to control what is on that digital display, you may simply use the steering wheel mounted controls on the left side there. But that is going to give you things like your trip A and trip B, your average miles per gallon at any given time. Tire pressure information, you can actually display a digital speedometer up there as well. There's your towing status up there if you wanted it. Also, your off-road status is your power distribution, and of course adjust the safety settings up on that screen as well. So quite a bit of stuff, and you can actually personalize the gauge setup however you like up there as well. Then make your way to overall interior quality. The 802A package is the current package I have today. That is going to come with dual zone climate control. Also, there's going to be a moonroof available on both the Super Cab and the Super Crew Cab, but I do have the optional twin panel moonroof today. That adds around $1,300, but that lets in so much more light for videos like this, so definitely appreciative there. Also, there are going to be front and rear grab handles for every single trim level. Ambient lighting is also available. And I do have the carbon fiber accent package today, which gives you the carbon fiber accents just below the dash on the shifter and the doors as well. That adds around $1,000 if you were interested in that one. And make your way to the tech. The sync system does come standard. However, the Sync 3 system is going to come with the 801A and 802A packages there. But regardless of what system you go with, Bluetooth and audio streaming comes standard. You can also adjust your radio settings with either system, but the Sync 3 system is going to allow you to adjust your climate control settings up on that screen. It's also going to give you Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, letting you like and dislike your Pandora songs up on that screen. Also gives you free navigation system, of course, and there is an optional factory navigation system I did want to also mention for this one. And when it comes to the sound system, it is a new one for 2018. There is an optional Bang & Olufsen 10-speaker sound system available for this year, which replaces the previous Sony system for 2017. But I actually do have that option today, so might as well test it out. Let's turn on the radio and test out the clarity here. Definitely crystal clear. You guys can probably tell. I'm guessing my camera was bouncing a little bit, a good bit of bass with that sound system, so definitely impressed for the Raptor how well that sound system works for this one. And then last thing I wanted to mention is when you do put the Raptor in reverse, you do have a rear view camera with dynamic hitch assist for every single trim level, letting you know who or what is behind you, which is always it's going to lead me into safety. And so to start, there are front, side, and side curtain airbags. In the back, there is latch, aka lower anchors and tethers for children for the rear car seats. Also standard will be a tire pressure monitoring system. And you do have the blind spot information system available if you go with either the 802A package, or it is a standalone option for $590 if you wanted it. And there are inflatable rear safety belts, again, if you go with the 802A package. And so, but anyways, that is about it for this one, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like the video and subscribe. Feel free to follow me on social media at the bottom of the screen there, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay gold.